This evening on ENN Tonight.
A building relocation changes student plans.
Financial aid changes for Western North Carolina students.
And the weather we're expecting to see this winter.
Those stories and more.
ENN Tonight starts now. Good evening and thank you for joining us for ENN Tonight. I'm Fiona McAllister.
And I'm Abigail Hines.
Starting off tonight, Elon has finally decided on a location for the daycare they announced last fall. The South Campus Psychology Building will be renovated into this daycare facility, and some students are saying they're being affected by this change. I spoke with one particular student on how she's feeling about this last-minute renovation. So now, let's take a look. Just 10 years into its use, the South Campus Psychology Building might be catering to a different audience next year. All 4,800 square feet of classrooms and labs will be turned into a daycare, and some students are feeling uneasy, especially after being told their research will be moved to another building.
Having no plan and being told the lab was being shut down was a little stressful, especially with applying to medical school. Research is very important.
This student, who wishes to remain anonymous due to possible negative impacts on her future research, says that she has concerns over this sudden change.
Getting rid of academic labs on a campus and not having a plan is not right to the students that came here who are minoring in the subject matter, whose careers and applications to go further than Elon are being jeopardized. I think that is unfair in a way.
This renovation will cost around $2 million, and Elon's Vice President for Finance and Administration, Janet Williams, told ENN, "We really felt that South Campus would be the best location for convenience to our employees. South Campus, in our strategic long-term master plan, calls for a lot of the administrative offices being in that area as well. So we thought it'd be a very convenient space for our early learning center for children." Students working on research in the psych labs will be moved to another building, but some haven't heard word of where they're going just yet. I'm Fiona McAllister, ENN Tonight. Labs, classrooms, and offices have all been relocated. The non-lab psych courses are moving, but will largely remain unaffected.
Elon University is offering emergency financial aid to North Carolina students who have suffered financial hardship due to damage and destruction from Hurricane Helene. In an email sent to Elon students whose home address is in any of the 41 counties that were affected by Helene, the Office of Financial Aid stated that the Disaster Recovery Act of 2024, which was signed into law over a month ago and allocated money for hurricane relief for North Carolina, can grant a student financial aid up to $2,500 in emergency grants. Students interested in applying for the grant can learn more by visiting the Office of Financial Aid.
And this announcement comes almost 2 months after Hurricane Helene hit Western North Carolina, and communities are still rebuilding from this damaging impact. The Category 4 hurricane made landfall in late September, damaging communities across the southeast. Asheville, North Carolina was one of the hardest hit communities. Even with federal assistance through FEMA, many in Asheville are still without food and shelter. Asheville resident Morgan DeMar is helping with efforts to rebuild in her local community. DeMar says there has been a lack of news coverage for the damage in her hometown, which she says impacts recovery efforts.
It makes me feel kind of defeated a little bit, because I know that if people just kind of keep that momentum going and they keep reporting on it and they keep talking about it, it just becomes like a normalcy thing until this is all over. Like that's what I was hoping for, just kind of keep that momentum going.
Rami Davidian and Malay bin Hines' lives were hugely impacted by the attacks on Israel last October. Today, they are here at Elon to share their story. Our Alice Morrisey is live at Whitley Auditorium, where the event is about to take place. Let's see how it's going.
Thanks, Abby. I'm here outside of Whitley Auditorium, where Ravi Davidian will be speaking in about an hour and a half. Davidian was a farmer living near the original October 7th attack location, the Nova Music Festival, where Hamas launched a grand-scale attack, causing more than 1,200 people to lose their lives and around 254 people to be taken hostage, including 12 Americans. Davidian drove away from his home and his safety directly into the line of fire, helping rescue around 750 people, according to Rabbi Mendy Mitzkiewicz of Elon Chabad. The State of Israel later recognized Davidian for his heroism, honoring him with awards. Today, he's here on Elon's campus, accompanied by Malay Benham, a woman whose life he actually helped save during the attacks, to speak with Elon students about his experiences with terror and hardship. This was a joint event hosted by Elon's Chabad and Hillel, joined with the Jewish Life Organization, hoping to educate students about the ongoings in the Middle East and the growing horror that's happening in Palestine during the war. Security will be present, and the event starts at 7:30. Back to you at the desk.
Thank you, Alice. For students interested in hearing Davidian speak, he will take the stage at 7:30.
Every Wednesday from now until Inauguration Day on January 20th, students can participate in the Cultivating Awareness and Aptitude to Live Mindfully, or CALM, decompression group. This group formed to help students work through their feelings from the election cycle. In an email from Vice President for Student Life, John Dooley, the goal of the drop-in structured group is to provide participants with tangible skills to improve mindfulness, well-being, and resilience as you navigate life. The group is sponsored by Counseling Services and will be held at noon every Wednesday in the Mosley Center, 105A.
After losing the race for North Carolina superintendent, Republican Michelle Morrow is hoping to gain a spot in President-elect Donald Trump's administration. Taking to social media, Morrow announced her nomination in response to Raleigh News and Observer education reporter Kung Hoi. On X, formerly known as Twitter, Morrow encouraged supporters to vote, saying, "Just to clarify, Kung, I have been nominated on a Trump teen transition website. Now people can go and vote for me at the link below. It is not too late to cast your vote for me, Kung. And to all my 2.7 million supporters in North Carolina and my friends and family around the country, here is the link." Though Morrow's post claims that Trump is considering her nomination, the incoming president's administration hasn't indicated whether or not he's going to consider those nominated on the list.
After the break, I'll give you your weather for this week and your Thanksgiving travels.
And see how one organization is using storytelling to educate the community. You can take Link Transit to Burlington, Graham, Mebane, Gibsonville, or within Elon. Elon University students and staff can ride Link Transit for free after showing an Elon ID. Blue Route 3 comes by every 90 minutes Monday through Friday with certain hours on Saturdays. And for more information on Link Transit, please call 336-222-5465 or visit the Link Transit website.
Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
There's only one thing that will save somebody's life, and that is naloxone nasal spray. Get 911 on the phone, get the emergency responses there on their way.
Once Upon a Time is right now. Escape to the Renaissance Festival, a time-traveling adventure. Saturdays and Sundays, October 5th through November 24th. There's music, comedy, circus entertainments, jousting, nights, the living mermaids, and a feast all rolled into a non-stop outdoor family adventure. Tickets limited while supplies last. Online only at renfestinfo.com.
Hate is loud, but love is the majority.
Welcome back. Our Mackenzie Cruz is here to give us a look into the weather we'll be seeing this week and this upcoming winter. How's it looking, Mackenzie?
Thanks, Fiona. We're going to see a warm start for the week and then a cool down. Now for your Phoenix 5-day forecast. Tonight will be a low of 43 and partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow will be mostly sunny with a high of 68. Wednesday will have a high of 70 and rainy skies. Thursday will cool down with partly sunny skies and a high of 52 and a low of 32. Finally, Friday and Saturday will see more of the same with highs in the low 50s and winds at 17 miles an hour. When we see sudden changes in weather, it can cause our sinus tissues to swell. Taking hot showers can help relieve this pressure. Now that we know what the week ahead will look like, let's see what this upcoming winter season holds for us here at Elon.
I think it's a little scary with how warm it's getting, especially this year. It's been, we've had 80-degree days in October, November, which is crazy.
Winter in North Carolina doesn't exactly bring a white Christmas. In fact, snow hasn't fallen in almost 2 years in the Piedmont Triad area, and even then it was less than 2 inches. The most snow Alamance County has collected is 18 inches in 1927, but this season will continue our dry streak. This winter will follow the La Niña phase of the ENSO cycle. La Niña is the cooling phase with below average Pacific temperatures. For North Carolina, that means above average temperatures and below average precipitation this winter. This isn't too far from Ryan James's typical winter. In fact, it's colder.
So I'm from Miami, Florida. I think the weather in Miami is really nice. I don't have to stay inside. I can feel free to go outside and the weather's very nice.
But for students like Elise Pelletier, North Carolina winter is tame at best.
I'm from southern New Hampshire. It gets very cold. At night, it's usually in the single digits. But now the snow doesn't really start till like December.
Winter at Elon usually has highs in the 40s and lows around freezing, with some precipitation but little snowfall. For some students, this doesn't compare.
It varies. Sometimes it's just a dusting, like an inch or two, but there's a few times where we've had some really big storms and have got a foot plus of snow.
And for some, it's as close as they'll get to a snowy winter.
The last time it snowed in Florida, in Miami, was I believe in the 70s, and that was for 1 day. So never in my lifetime has it snowed in Miami.
Mackenzie, Cruz, ENN Tonight.
And while it may not be very cold here, let's take a look at where our Thanksgiving break takes us. Here in Elon, it'll be pretty warm during the break, mostly in the mid-60s and sunny. It's not looking like any substantial rain on your travel days at the beginning or end of break, so I wouldn't worry about flight delays. Up north, it'll probably be in the mid-50s with some clouds around the New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania area. As you go more north around New Hampshire, Massachusetts, it'll be around the high 40s. Going all the way down by Florida, it will be in the low 80s, mostly sunny skies. Hopping over to the Midwest around the Chicago area, we've got cloudy skies, low to mid-40s, and dropping to the mid-30s towards the end of next week. Going down south by Texas, down by Austin, it will be in the high 70s, Dallas low 70s, but it looks like a cold front will come through around Thursday because it drops almost 10 degrees for the rest of the week. Moving back up to Colorado, we've got mid-40s for most of the break with some snow on Monday. Moving over to the West Coast in California, we've got some rain this week, but clear skies for Thanksgiving break, and it will probably stay around the low 60s. The Pacific Northwest is actually seeing a lot of snow and rain right now, but it looks like cloudy skies for the holiday, and it should stay in the mid-40s. That's all I have for the upcoming weather. Now back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Mackenzie. For those driving home for Thanksgiving break this week, keep an eye out for gas prices along your route. Currently, the national average is $3.07 per gallon. Here in Alamance County, average costs are $2.93, while prices increase towards Durham, getting up to $3.05. For those driving north, prices in large cities like Washington, D.C. are roughly $3.20. And for those headed south, most stops will see prices just over $3 a gallon.
November is Native American Heritage Month, and one organization is providing a different perspective on an upcoming national holiday. I spoke with co-founder of 7 Directions of Service to learn more about their mission. 7 Directions of Service, or 7DS, is an Indigenous-led environmental justice group. 7DS works with the community to unite Indigenous voices and educate others on their culture. 7DS's 3rd annual Truthsgiving brought in hundreds from the community. The event aims to educate all on the history of Thanksgiving, specifically through the Native American lens.
We just understand that a lot of people just go about their year and do the national holidays and have no idea why these holidays were instituted or what they romanticize. And we offer the actual history And then we say, go ahead and celebrate the holiday, but now you celebrate the holiday with other people, hopefully, in your heart.
The event featured a puppeteer group who worked alongside the storyteller.
For one, it adds an element of solidarity because they're a non-Indigenous puppeteer group. So if you come here, you'll get that this is multi-cultural, multiracial, multi-background space.
The co-founder of 70S hopes to not only encourage audience members to reimagine how they view Thanksgiving, but Native American people as well.
People have this image, either one image of Native Americans as extremely stoic and peaceful, or extremely savage and warlike. And neither of those is true. The difference in our culture is you will hear more stories of how we made peace with other nations than you'll hear us glorify the wars.
The annual Festival of Lights and Luminaries will be back on December 3rd, starting at 6:30 p.m. to celebrate the start of winter. The Truett Center for Religious and Spiritual Life will host live music, hot chocolate, and activities from various campus organizations that will be available to the Elon community throughout the night. Luminaries made in honor of students will be located by the West Building, while faculty, staff, and senior luminaries will be located by the Alamance Building at Fawnville Fountain.
After the break, we'll take a look at Elon football's last home game of the season.
And when we come back, I'm here in studio to give you a look at a growing annual tradition on campus.
You can take Link Transit to Burlington, Graham, Mebane, Gibsonville, or within Elon. Elon University students and staff can ride Link Transit for free after showing an Elon ID. Blue Route 3 comes by every 90 minutes Monday through Friday with certain hours on Saturdays. And for more information on Link Transit, please call 336-222-5465 or visit the Link Transit website.
Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
There's only one thing that will save somebody's life, and that is naloxone nasal spray. Get 911 on the phone, get the emergency responses there on their way.
Once Upon a Time is right now. Escape to the Renaissance Festival, a time-traveling adventure. Saturdays and Sundays, October 5th through November 24th. There's music, comedy, circus entertainments, jousting, nights, the living mermaids, and a feast all rolled into a non-stop outdoor family adventure. Tickets limited while supplies last. Online only at renfestinfo.com.
Hate is loud, but love is the majority.
This Saturday, Elon football played their last home game of the season against the University of Maine. R.K. Thingandi was at Rhodes Stadium for this match. Now, let's take a look at how it went.
With 2 games left in the season, Elon was looking to finish strong at home against the Maine Black Bears. The first half was neck and neck, and in the third quarter, Elon needed a big play to keep a 4-point lead. That's when Caleb Curtin came to the rescue with a huge interception.
A lot of drop picks this year. It's been a lot of adversity we've gone through as a team, as a defense, even for myself. It's not doing what I want to do on the field, but it's up and meant a lot.
Elon's strong second half on defense was accompanied by a stellar offensive performance. Senior Rashawn Baker dominated with 3 touchdowns, and 6th-year senior Matthew Downing threw a 70-yard touchdown.
Man, I'm so grateful that Elon found me and I found Elon, and spent the last 2 years here. So thankful for the guys in that locker room. Seriously, like family now.
Playing aggressive on both sides of the ball, the Phoenix won 31-25. Elon will not be making the playoffs this year, but head coach Tony Trisciani says this win speaks volumes about the program.
They've got grit, toughness, they're men of character, winning habits, and they're going to be highly successful in life after Elon. I couldn't be more proud of them.
After an up-and-down 2024 season, winning their final game at home is all seniors could ask for. Now, they look to finish their last road game just as strong. Kathan Gandhi, ENN Tonight.
The Phoenix will play their last game of the season against North Carolina A&T this Saturday.
Our Olivia Berger is here in studio to give us a look at an annual event. Olivia?
Thanks, Abigail. As you can see here behind me, the Truett Center for Religious and Spiritual Life hosted their annual celebration for the Hindu Festival of Lights, Diwali. The event is a growing tradition on campus, celebrating the culture as well as fostering community and a place to share tradition with people from all backgrounds. I was able to attend the event and see how they celebrated. Let's take a look. Over 250 people gathered in McKinnon Hall to celebrate the Hindu Festival of Lights.
The Truett Center had worked for months planning for the event, working to make sure those who celebrated felt at home and those who don't celebrate learned something new.
I think the fact that, we're at a PWI, not a lot of religious and cultural and diversity, and doing events like this, gives people an idea of what else is happening in the world, other people celebrating things around this time.
The event included traditional food, henna, bracelet making, and the main event of the night, a dance performance from Elon's first and only Bollywood dance team, Sirtal.
Obviously Sirtal. Sirtal's the best. Everyone loves them. Just the amount of people that showed up to this was a real highlight for me personally.
Interns from the Truett Center and other volunteers spoke on what the holiday entails and what it means to them and their family.
When I first came here, I was worried that people wouldn't really know about it and there wouldn't be much here for Diwali. But I've been very pleased. All the decor looks so good, and I love everyone wanting to learn more about it and to see more about it.
The night concluded with a light show from the audience's light sticks to remind everyone of Diwali's celebration of the triumph of light over darkness and good over evil. Olivia Berger, ENN Tonight.
The event expanded significantly since last year and continues to gain traction. Volunteers say they believe they will have to move the event into Alumni Gym in the future since they maxed out capacity this year.
And stay tuned for an annual Gibsonville holiday event that attracts thousands.
You can take Link Transit to Burlington, Graham, Mebane, Gibsonville, or within Elon. Elon University students and staff can ride Link Transit for free after showing an Elon ID. Blue Route 3 comes by every 90 minutes Monday through Friday with certain hours on Saturdays. And for more information on Link Transit, please call 336-222-5465 or visit the Link Transit website.
Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
There's only one thing that will save somebody's life, and that is naloxone nasal spray. Get 911 on the phone. Get the emergency responses there on their way.
Once Upon a Time is right now. Escape to the Renaissance Festival, a time-traveling adventure. Saturdays and Sundays, October 5th through November 24th. There's music, comedy, circus entertainments, jousting, nights, the living mermaids, and a feast all rolled into a non-stop outdoor family adventure. Tickets limited while supplies last. Online only at renfestinfo.com.
Hate is loud, but love is the majority.
I didn't even notice. We apologize for the previous technical difficulties. Downtown Gibsonville was filled with holiday cheer this weekend at the annual Lighting of the Green. ENN's Angelina Fantaroni spent a night exploring the town and what this event had to offer.
East Main Street in Gibsonville is a busy street for events all year round.
We come to this one every year. Sometimes we come over to the summer, to the outside where they have theater on the first Saturday of each month.
The annual Lighting of the Green has something for everyone, like fake snow, food and drinks, and most popular, families say this year's event attracted more people than previous years.
Definitely more crowded, but there seems to be a lot more activities and things for the kids.
Seems to be a lot more people. Maybe the good weather has brought a lot of them out. But yeah, it's full, and I mean, I got here at about 25 to 6, and I had to park way away.
And some Christmas characters even joined in on the fun, including
Santa Claus
and
the Grinch.
Angelina Fantaroni, ENN Tonight.
Elon's Relay for Life hosted their annual Paint the Campus Purple Week to spread awareness of the American Cancer Society. This week included profit shares with off-campus businesses such as Tickle My Tongue Frozen Yogurt, the Oak House, The Mission, Converge, and Magic Touch Nails. The biggest event of the week was Acoustic for a Cure, held at the Oak House. Several student bands and solo performers attracted a large crowd. Purple flags were placed throughout Young Commons on Hope Day, and the lights on campus turned purple. Elon Dining also featured various purple foods throughout the week at different dining locations, like purple bagels at Acorn Coffee Shop. Relay for Life does not have the number for how much money was raised from the week, but say we experienced such great community support from the Elon community who showed up to each of our events.
Tomorrow night at 7 p.m., Elon's historic neighborhood is celebrating the birthday of West Hall, the university's oldest dorm building. The event postponed from its original date due to weather, but will be held at the fire pit outside the McCuning Dining Hall. It'll have s'mores, food, cake, and prizes.
So what are your plans for Thanksgiving break?
I'm going to go home, visit my family, probably eat some good food. What about you?
About the same. I am really excited to see my family again. It's been a while, but yeah, I'm flying home on Friday, and then I'll be back the next Sunday after that, and then it's time for exams. How are you feeling about that?
I'm looking forward to exams because then that means it's one step closer to Christmas break. But are you going home for that too?
Yes, I am. I am less excited about exams, but I'm glad you're looking forward to it. Were you able to attend that football game on Saturday?
I was not, but I heard it was a good one. Did you go?
I did. It was so exciting. It was the first one I'd ever been to, and we won. So I think I'll just stick with one because it was really good and end it there.
I love that. I mean, I've been to maybe 1 or 2 football games, but they were all good ones and they were winners. So I'm glad you got to experience that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Well, that's all the news we have for you this evening and ends our last live show of the semester, but the news doesn't stop here.
Head over to our website, elonnewsnetwork.com, for stories, sports, and more.
Make sure to follow us on social media at Elon News Network.
Have a great night, Elon. See you in January.